Welcome back, you guys. I'm Tassie, and for today, I am having homemade jjajangmyeon. So this is the Korean black bean noodle dish. So as you guys know, I eat the ramen version of this a lot on my show, and it's really easy to make this. It's just kind of time consuming when I can just have the ramen. So today I have finally made it at home, and this is going to be just the pickled radish. And I did not spice this up. I actually have a cooking video of this. I'll link it in the description below. But I didn't spice it up, so I will probably spice it up now. Just because not everybody is going to eat the same way. That's why I didn't put it in my video. But we all know I like to put sriracha. Put some here. And capsaicin. So, one of my viewers told me that this sauce here, it's actually sold in the Twin Cities at, what's it called? Dongyang? Is it in Columbia Heights? So, for those of you who don't want to order that off of Amazon like I did, I guess they sell it there. Alright, so with this dish here, it's actually really easy to make. I made it with pork, ground pork, but you don't have to. If you want to do it with like chicken or something, even beef, you can. I have to mix this for a little bit, so I may fast forward this part. Yeah, this dish here, it's a pain when you get it because you have to mix it, especially if it's been sitting for a while. The noodles become really coagulated and it's hard to mix, but mine, I just made them, so it's not as bad. And for some of you, you may not know this, but this dish here, it is the most, I think it just got it on me. This dish here, it is the most ordered to-go delivery dish in South Korea. A lot of South Koreans, they always order this. And this is actually like a Korean Chinese dish. Yeah, it's a lot of mixing. All right. Some people make this dish with potatoes, but I just did the pickled daikon because I didn't have any potatoes. This dish is super good. A lot of times on the side, they'll serve it with white onion, where they just cut it up, and the pickled daikon, and then like a part of just the black bean sauce. But this dish is really good. I highly recommend you making it or trying to. Now the cucumber in here, it adds this really fresh, delicious kick to it. The Korean noodles, if you don't have a Korean market close to you, you can just use spaghetti noodles. Or even udon noodles, they work well too. These noodles here, they're just a bit chewier. It is really good. You can't tell because of all the black bean sauce. But there's actually cabbage in here. You can use diced up carrots if you want. White onion. Zucchini in here. But the veggies, because you simmer it with the sauce for so long, they become really soft. And you can put eggs in here if you want, like to boil eggs on the side of this. You can also fry an egg on top of this. This is a lot better than the ramen version. The ramen version is really good too, don't get me wrong. But this has a sweetness that I feel like is missing. Well, the ramens have a sweetness too. It's definitely just more wholesome because it's not a ramen. Yeah, I wanted a spicier kick. And the portion that I made, it's probably for 2 people. So there's going to be a lot of sauce left after I eat all the noodles in here. And what a lot of people like to do is they eat it with rice if they run out of noodles. I don't have any rice made, so. I got a lot of ground pork there. Now in the cooking video, you'll see that I used dried anchovies in the water, and then I took it out when I boil the noodles. For South Koreans, that's what you would consider salting your water before you do the noodles. That's why. It does add a slight flavor, but it's not like super fishy. And it is optional. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And what does this taste like? For anyone who's never had jjajangmyeon, not the ramen version, of course. So, the black bean paste, when you open it, I had done a video about chapaghetti ramen, which is a version of this. It almost smells like a coffee, like coffee grains. So the black bean paste, it's very salty and it smells like that black bean paste. So you need to add water to it to kind of filter it out. And so once you add the water and the veggies and the pork and everything, that saltiness goes into everything else. So it's not super salty. I do add, if it's like too salty for my taste, I would add more water. And to make it thick, you just do the cornstarch slurry in there. Now, I always put sriracha in mine only because I like the spicy kick. And I do think that sriracha adds a flavor to it that you kind of need to make it taste even better. It could just be me. I don't know. But, so keeping in mind that, you know, it's very salted, so you don't add any salt when you're cooking this. This dish here, it's not very salty though. It's kind of like scary because it looks black, but it's because it's the black bean paste. But it has a sweet, earthy kind of taste to it. It doesn't taste like it's super healthy or anything like that. It's just really good. I recommend you trying it. So in Minnesota, in Egan, we have, oh, what's that place called? Hobon. Hobon makes this dish. And my girlfriend, who loves to eat Korean food, she swears that their dish is really gross. And I've never ordered this dish when I'm at a restaurant. I would just make it at home, or I would eat the ramen version. So I can't say if there's other restaurants that make this really good if you just wanted to try it at a restaurant. Now, if you've had this at Hobon, let me know if it's really good. But because she said that to me, I've been like afraid to ever order it from Hobon. The sauce alone is salty, but when you eat it with noodles and rice, it's really good. It balances it out. So I've eaten all the noodles. This is just the sauce that's left over. And this, I really would recommend you eating it alone, because then it would get really salty. I would recommend you eating this with like rice or just making more noodles. But this is everything in the pot from the video, so you guys can get an idea of how much that makes. I would say that this makes 2 servings, what I did. I got a hit of the capsaicin at the end. So yeah, this is definitely 2 servings, but it depends on how much sauce you like and if you just want it for leftovers later. Because for me, a lot of my food, I eat it for leftovers later. Like I'll heat it up, or I'll make more noodles for this, or even some rice and I'll eat it. Alright guys, I am done eating. Thanks for watching.